Coconut farming is a vital industry in the Philippines, supporting over 2.5 million farmers. Yet, the sector remains mired in systemic challenges that have kept many farmers in poverty. In 2021, Republic Act 11524 or the Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund Act was passed. It allocates 75 billion pesos to revitalize the industry and seeks to correct decades of injustice caused by the misuse of the Coco Levy Fund, a tax collected from farmers in the 1970s but never returned to them. This law envisions a 50-year development strategy to modernize the industry and uplift coconut farmers.
I'm Bibiano Concebido Jr. I am currently the Regional Manager of Philippine Coconut Authority, Regional Office 4A, Calabarzon. Ang Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund Act ay naglalayo, may tatlo ito. Pangunahing layunin. Ang unang-una siyempre ang mapataas ang produksyon at kita ng mga magsasaka ng nyog. Pangalawa mapababa ang antas ng kahirapan at mapataas ang kalidad ng edukasyon at pagkapantay-pantay sa lipunan. So ito yung ating tatawag na social equity, and magkaroon ng rehabilitasyon at modernisasyon sa industriya ng nyog tungo sa mataas na produktibong magsasaka.
The fund is managed by the Philippine Coconut Authority, PCA, in collaboration with other agencies, focusing on programs like the Coconut Hybridization Program, pest control initiatives, and farmer training. The Act aims to provide financial support, technical assistance, and sustainable practices for long-term growth. Coconut farmers face systemic issues. Many earn just 45,000 to 50,000 pesos annually per hectare, placing them below the poverty line. Compounding this are aging coconut trees, which yield less fruit, and climate change, which exacerbates droughts and pest infestations.
Ang ating pong mga magsasaka ng nyog nesa ngayon ay meron lamang na on the average kinikita nila sa isang hektarya umaabot lang sa 45,000 to 50,000 per annum. Talagang naroon sila sa sektor ng matinding kahirapan. Kung ating babasihan ay yung level na kanilang kinikita pagdating sa pagsasaka ng nyog.
Ako po si Joseph Villegas, 52 taong kulang. Isang magniniyog mula pagkabata hanggang sa ngayon. Ang coconut tree po, matagal na po ang buhay, kaya mababa ng ani. Kailangan po ng bagong mga puno para magbunga ng mas marami.
We've broken down the challenges into 3 clusters: farm level, economic, and systemic. Old trees, climate change, and pest harm yields. Solutions include replanting with hybrids and pest management, leading to higher productivity and stable incomes. Low-income and palm oil competition need processing centers and value-added products, boosting profits and global competitiveness. Fragmented land and poor supply chains can be solved by cooperatives and digitizing fund processes, improving market access and reducing middlemen. This holistic framework ensures that the core issues of the coconut industry are systematically addressed for long-term impact.
The Coconut Hybridization Program is one of the key components of RA 11524, designed to address the limitations of traditional coconut varieties. The program focuses on developing hybrid varieties that are more productive, climate resilient, and pest resistant.
Kung kaya tayo po ay agresibong migay ng mga pananim na kagaya nitong mga dwarf and hybrid variety. So ano po ba ang katangian? Ang maganda rito ay sa loob lamang ng 4-5 taon mula pagkatanim, pwede ka nang kumani. Namumunga nito. Kumpara traditional variety o local tolls, maghihintay ka ng 7 hanggang 10 taon. Ano pa isang katangian? Kung yung ating pong toll o traditional variety sa ngayon ay bumubunga lang ng 45 nuts per tree per year, ito pong ating mga tall at dwarf variety ay may kakayanan na triplihin. Pwedeng magbunga ito ng 150 nuts per tree per year.
Initial reports from the PCA indicate that hybrid varieties like MRD and PPME have demonstrated up to 150 nuts per tree per year, a 50% increase compared to traditional varieties, which yield only 45 to 60 nuts annually. Hybrid coconut varieties offer a promising solution to increasing yield and resilience, but without proper water management and farmer support, their potential is limited. Hybrid coconuts also exhibit improved resilience to pests and climate stress. Early trials have shown a 20 to 30% increase in survival rate during drought conditions, a significant improvement over traditional crops. By 2023, over 10,000 hectares of coconut farms have been replanted with hybrid varieties, and more than 1.5 million hybrid seeds have been distributed across the country.
One major issue slowing progress is the lack of coordination between government agencies. Delayed communication and fragmented efforts often leave farmers waiting for resources that should have arrived months earlier.
Amin nga pong na inaamin, tuloy-tuloy na proseso na may mga hindi pa namin naabot. Siyempre, kakulangan ng manpower, kakulangan ng logistics, lalo kagit yung malalayong lugar. Pero ginagawa ng lahat ng Philippine Coconut Authority, katuwang ibang sakay ng pamahalaan, sa pan-challenge din ay yung koordinasyon. 15 ahensya na may kanya-kanya rin ibang gawain ay medyo yung koordinasyon ay sa umpisa ay nagkakaroon ng mga pagkalito, pagta-timing ng aming mga pagpupulong.
Farmers want to adapt. They understand the value of hybrid coconuts, but for many, a day of training means a day without income, and that's simply not an option when every peso counts for survival.
Despite these challenges, the Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund Act has enormous potential. To ensure the program's sustainability, we recommend specific interventions. Solution for communication issues between government agencies. Establish a platform tracking system where every transaction, from fund allocation to seed distribution, is logged and accessible to all stakeholders in real time. This ensures transparency, accountability, and the elimination of delays caused by miscommunication or inefficiencies. Increase financial support for farmers. Provide subsidies or microloans to farmers who want to transition to hybrid coconut farming, particularly those without immediate cash flow. Introduce conditional cash grants for farmers attending training programs or planting hybrid varieties, reducing the financial burden on them during the waiting period. Improve information dissemination and training. Strengthen extension services by hiring more agricultural extension workers to engage farmers and provide ongoing support.
Years ay napakahaba. Kagaya ngayon, ako'y 52. Ibig sabihin, kung after 50 years pa, 102 ako kung ako'y buhay. Sana alam ko hindi ko man naabutin yun. Pero doon sa mga iba pang mga mas bata sa akin, makikita nila na dahil doon sa trust fund, dahil doon sa Coco Levy Fund, makikita natin meron change of life. Na-change yung buhay nila, na pag-aral nila yung mga anak nila, basic needs ay natutugunan dahil doon sa trust fund.
The Coconut Farmers and the Industry Trust Fund is not just a policy. It is a lifeline for millions of Filipino farmers. By modernizing the coconut industry and investing in people, it has the potential to uplift communities and secure a brighter future for generations to come.